Hello, beautiful people. How are you doing? I hope you're doing great, taking care of yourself, and making every day of your life count. I'm broadcasting live from the studios of Lyte Africa Television, and you are welcome to Uncanny Review Podcast. Now, this is your number one platform for all conversations on the podcast. And this is so because we tell it exactly how it is. My name is Kion Kennedy, and podcasting with me today on the show are my co-hosts, Misola and Imelda.
Hi.
How are you girls doing?
I'm fine. Oh,
How, how has this week been? Honest.
that's a summary. Well,
Yeah.
this week has been good for me though. It has been chilling and calm. So
Wow. And I think you have like some events today.
oh
So
yeah.
that it always comes as a this is some kind of way to relax, after
Yeah.
having a very stressful week and all that. That's cool. All right, so going on with the show, today we're going to be discussing very, very pertinent and crucial matters that happens in our day-to-day life. So we would like you to join us, even as we're having this conversation, to join us, in the conversation by going to our socials at Lyte Africa Television on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook, and do well to make comments, tell us what your opinions are. But before we present that topic to you, I would like us to go on a quick short break, and we'll be right back. You are welcome back to the Uncanny Review Podcast on Lyte Africa Television. My name is Kion Kennedy, and like I said before we went on the break, today we are discussing very, very crucial matters. In fact, it concerns each and every one of us, right?
Yeah.
It really does concern us, all right? So without further ado, I'd like us to get right to it. Okay, so today we have the story that is going viral on the internet, and people are saying whatever it is that they think. We just thought we should bring it here so that we can, each and every one of us can, have contributions and say exactly what we think about this situation. And this is a situation concerning an intending couple where the husband to be had to, they were having like a scuffle, an argument, and all that, an altercation actually, and the husband had to give the wife to be a very hot slap. Like, I don't know like how many degrees hot it was, but it was a very hot one. Anyway, so what happened was this woman had to call off the, like, this wedding had already been paid for. I needed to get the caterers, decorators, drinks, entertainers, everything paid for the hall. She called the wedding off. How ridiculous. What? You guys
Staff is proud of you. We are proud of you.
No. How
We are
can you
proud
be
of you.
clapping?
Very proud.
What?
I was supposed to share that.
No, wait.
No.
You guys will call your wedding off because of a slap?
Yes. If you
No,
can raise a figure, yes.
Wedding has been paid for.
Yes. I'm calling off the wedding. I will call on
Be sent out.
Yes, I'm calling off the wedding.
People
The
have
million.
bought their share.
I'm calling off the wedding. So my chicks are not for slapping actually. That's my point.
Okay, do you know how much I've spent
I
already?
don't care.
You don't care?
I don't care.
Wait, now let's look at it. The man's money covers almost every expenses that have already
As it
been
should be. As it should be. If you're getting married, most times the bride's family caters for the wedding. Like majority.
finances.
Yes, majority of.
Where is this?
No,
from?
that's
Sorry.
new. That's new to me though. Really, that's new to me. Like in Yoruba land, actually.
Okay. Now
As you
let's look
said.
at it. No matter who catered for the finances, right? The expenses. Now calling off a wedding. Well, see, you're not going to get a refund.
Mr.
swear-
Kennedy, I will call it off.
Whether you're even the
If it
you are
is 2 days to the wedding, run
I
out
don't
the wedding, and you raise your hand on me, like you literally raised your hand on my face, bro. I'm calling off the wedding.
But you
wait,
okay, let's
wait. Let me
yeah.
ask you. If we turn the table, and I'm the one that raised the finger on you, what will you do?
I won't call my wedding off after spending all that money. We can talk this through.
No,
We can, as in, like, this love has been like, I don't understand how a slap can destroy an entire love.
wonders. If you ignore the signs, you will see wonders. I'm not a person back, babe.
See, you can't be seen.
They say
You can't be
something
seen.
about wonder. They say wonder shall never end. It will never come.
It will never end. This is continuity.
It will go as a
So I will
pattern.
call it off.
Well, you really can't be calling a wedding. You can't be seeing the signs now after all that money has been
Okay, what's this?
It's
I mean, like,
it's a revelation
this is
from
not the
God.
move from
Courtship.
dating.
And we take it as a revelation.
And
We
now we're about
we
to
call
walk
it all.
down the
Which
aisle.
is yes, if you've not walked down the aisle, that means you're still courting. So
No,
until
no,
you
no.
say I do,
For you to have paid for a wedding, you are done with the courtship.
until you say I do, and even if I say I do and I see a red flag,
I will
like,
call it off.
well,
Okay, now see, I believe.
See, wedding delayed is not wedding denied. You will still see another man that will cherish you and
the
love.
person is not meant for you. Did you speak so?
That means you still see another money
Yes.
to save for another wedding.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
This is the thing here. I think the societal pressure on ladies, women actually, has made us to settle for less.
Exactly.
And the fact that we feel like, my family says this, my friend,
But
pressure, and
people will say,
you really want
But
to just
before they
settle
slap,
for
did
whichever
you
one
think
you
that
have.
was less?
And that slap, my friend, that slap will continue. Even right after that night of
you
marriage,
into a punching bag.
of the wedding rather,
If
it
he
will
point to you, he will be. Yes,
Now,
that's the beginning.
for yourself, actually.
It.
Yeah.
And one thing about health is whatever you do to your body, it accumulates. And
Yeah,
at
could
the
be
long run,
less.
at the long run, maybe it could be bad. And at the long run, if you are the receiving end, most times of maybe physical abuse or whichever kind of abuse, then you know that you have yourself to do with. But if you are now the one that is now doing it, I asked you earlier, you did not respond actually.
That,
If we turn the table round,
yeah.
okay.
I answered. I said I wasn't going to call off the wedding.
Yeah, no, that's why I say answer to
But-
me.
Well, where's the call? Call off a wedding I've already
This
paid
is for you.
Why will you call me? Okay, you're looking at the expenses you've
Yeah, I have made. It's very low.
can
It's
be
very low for me to look at.
Expenses can
The expenses is not for me to look at. You know, like how many years hustle I used to pay for that wedding, and then you ask me to call it off because of the.
Wait, you stay in abusive marriage,
It's
in abusive
not
relationship.
because
If
of
it's
just
abusive,
one slap.
it is once it is
You
abuse.
can't. Oh, come on.
But a slap is abusive.
They usually say let's temper justice with.
No, there's no justice. We're not saying anything. We are ending it. And we I'm in a relationship today. If I'm in a relationship today, and maybe you are having like an argument, you're raising your voice, and the next thing you raise your hand, like it didn't land on my face. That relationship will end.
obviously.
Just one day, that hand will land on my face.
Attempted
I
slap.
said, I don't.
It's an attempted slap.
You already have it in mind. One day you will beat
You
me.
have that kind of idea about
With my fine
raising
skin,
a
you want to
finger
destroy this
Okay,
man.
so the thing is, let's look at this now this way. I believe in context.
Okay,
I believe so much in context. And that's why I always say that this is the reason why we have the judicial system, right? This is the reason why people sue other people to court, and then they go to court, and then you have lawyers arguing your case, and the other people have lawyers. And then we have the judge looking at the points presented to decide what the ruling is going to be. You understand? This is why we have that kind of system. So because someone committed murder doesn't mean they're going to be found guilty at the end of the
depends on the evidence pointing towards
Exactly.
person,
So
the
if people are bringing in there, that's the
the
thing.
accused.
So there's a reasoning going back and forth, right? Yes, I know that my client killed somebody, but these are the reasons that I have to present. And at the end of the day, that person might not even be found guilty.
Really?
Yeah.
That's for the
And the person might
that
evade
is
jail.
court, and this
That's
is
what
for
I'm saying.
So
No, that's why I
have that.
said I believe in context.
Okay.
You were landed a hot slap.
Are you okay?
Right?
You are trying to justify his reason for
Imagine-
placing his finger on the woman.
Don't start your
care cost?
like
Skincare cost.
I think what you're just trying to point out here is that the fact that he slapped her is still right, but we should understand the reason behind it.
No. I'm not saying it's either right or wrong. No. I'm not saying it's either right or wrong. I'm saying is neither right nor wrong until we look at the context.
It's saying that anything you see,
That's what I'm
it's a
saying.
thing that you slapped me, you slapped me. There's really looking the same thing, right?
Exactly, like the context around it. So,
Irrespective of the weight
no,
of
it
the
cannot
slap.
be irrespective of what led to the slap. It cannot be irrespective of what led to the
Say
slap.
that scene.
Even if we are like walking down the aisle, and I don't know the kind of spirits from your village, from your forefathers, that gave you the mind to raise your hand. That way didn't defend you.
All right,
And I'll make sure I slap
all
you
right.
back. And if your mother talk, I will slap her.
On the altar,
Yes.
Oh God.
No, of
You know
human.
that verse in
Of
Bible that said
human.
our God is a violence. How did they
The
say?
jealous God.
He's a jealous. Yeah, but it's the violence taketh it by force.
Okay, you are trying to
because
take it
Take
by
it
force.
by force.
Because the kingdom of heaven suffers
Second violence.
Okay,
and
so-
the violence
take
taketh
it by force.
That is
All right. So now, there are something called a corrective measure.
Okay, please, before you continue, I would like to add that, in the contest, in what you painted,
Yeah.
your contest, when you present a case to the judge, and generally killing, murder, and everything is still like,
Yeah, like a crime. Yeah.
yeah, it's a criminal offense,
Yeah.
and it could lead to death by hanging, whatever, life sentence or life imprisonment
If
or whatever.
found guilty.
So now my question, my take now is that, when you slap someone, and the person is there to defend herself, irrespective of the gender, his or herself,
Yeah.
but in this context, it's a lady. So now you should not even wait for a man to raise a finger on you because you know
Exactly.
that you need to defend yourself. If you look at where the argument is leading to, you can actually tell, okay, you've been with this partner for a very long time.
Yeah.
So you should know whether it's going to be an aggressive person or not.
Or not. Yes.
So now you can picture in your head what the conversation will lead to. So if you feel like this person
But
is
you
going
could be
to hit me,
running to a business conclusion.
if you feel like this person is going to hit me like in few seconds,
You feel
I
like
should,
yes.
I should
Someone should have an control his
leave
anger,
that
his
person
temper. Like it's
immediately.
making him raise his hand.
If I wait
No.
like a minute longer, something bad will happen.
Do you
Aside
know-
raising a finger to slap me,
Exactly.
do you know that?
you just
Do you know that?
drop something like
Do you know that
and
the guy can actually
and
slap
injure
you
me.
in self-defense?
Self-defense.
Then me, I will slap him back in self-defense.
To me.
See,
That could be. That's why I say you have to look at the context.
Wait.
It
You
will
know
be in
something-
self-defense.
You know what thing I've been thinking? I think the way they teach us in primary school, secondary school, PHE, those sports, I think they should introduce combat. Like what is it called?
Taekwondo and all
Taekwondo
that.
for ladies. We don't need all of them. We
They
need
actually
to
do
defend
have-
ourselves.
Actually do have.
They should teach us how to
Exactly. To defend.
self-defense.
To
Even
defend yourself.
how to shoot. It's self-defense. You try to
Of
hurt
course.
me.
Of course.
That's all.
No, hold on.
How? Anything.
Yes. No. But that's why I said that slap might actually have come by self-defense.
Me too. I will call off the wedding for self-defense.
Because I need you
For
to take a
future
look at it.
Usual defense.
Yes.
Thank you.
Exactly. No, hold on. But that is like you ignoring the
The red
justice.
flag. It's
Yeah,
red flag.
not red flag.
Justice,
The
yeah.
justice
It's
in
just like
that
you're
slap.
saying,
What's the justice?
That's you ignoring the justice in that slap and trying to be on.
You're trying to use the word justice, yes.
That's the-
It still cannot be justified
trying.
because you
No,
committed
no.
a crime. In Nigeria, do you know that it's actually a crime to raise your finger and beat a
In
woman?
self-defense.
Beat a woman.
In self-defense.
If you are raising a finger,
Come on.
it's still
Do I-
domestic violence.
Am I going to wait until you murder me before I
Let me-
defend
let me-
So
myself?
that's so
let me-
rage.
In
That's why I
self-defense.
should not wait till
Let
marriage
me ask
before I
you a
also
question.
defend myself. And I love my
You
Let
can't
me
call
ask
that
you a
crime.
question.
It's
Yeah.
a crime.
With the love of your life, the bone of your bone,
Yes,
the place
my everything of my-
it's your everything, your everything.
My cockroach in
That
my
your
bubble.
egg.
Yeah.
That you're about to walk down the
The
aisle.
only sugar in my tea.
You I don't know where is the demon coming from for you to think that this my woman face na to good.
No, I didn't. I didn't think like that.
To know what
I didn't think like that, but that happened in self-defense.
could have
I was trying to save
what
myself.
will make you raise your hand?
Let me tell you what.
That thing that is making you raise your
Let me
hand.
tell you
that
what.
will also make me cancel the wedding.
No.
Because I'm not
hold
going to
on.
marry you, baby.
Hold on.
No.
Now, a lot of women are actually, you might not know, they are actually very toxic, right? And they might not actually be toxic like physically, but they can be toxic verbally.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So now, most men actually can't really do the back and forth kind of talk.
Then you walk
with a
away.
woman. I get it. And see, you just say, are they going to walk into the moon? You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that
know your nonsense.
while he's trying to gather because this walking we're talking about needs some kind of energy, right? To be able to do that. Now, while he's trying to gather this energy, this woman.
He now has energy to
Let me
raise
finish.
hands.
Let me finish. This woman is not giving him. Is not giving him a breathing space, right? To be able to even process the fact that he wants to walk away. You understand? And he continues. And the only way to make her stop talking so that he can save his mental energy or mental health
It's mental
is to shut her
How about my
up.
mental health?
Is to shut her up.
Okay, wait.
And that can only come through that slap.
Wait. So you cannot hit me, shut me up.
That
You
it
cannot
wouldn't
hug
work.
me and call shut
It
me
wouldn't
yourself,
work.
but you can
The
slap
The
me.
reason it wouldn't work is
I
that
know they do that.
the
Way
reason it wouldn't work is that
You might be
he,
kicking me
he
right
might
now.
be physically abused by biting him or something like that. That could come.
lie.
So the best way is to slap her,
Oh,
shut her up.
the
then
best
everything
way.
comes out.
The best
That's the
way.
best
That's the
way.
best
So it's you.
That's the best way.
I've
That's
said
the
this
So
thing.
many so I say I count as telling you.
Yes,
so
the
you
Mr.
are
Kennedy.
red
This is
red
so what's the red banner? What's the red? I'm telling you, this is
Your
this is
touch is
it.
done red right
This
now.
is it. See, you're speaking.
You
like
are the
this,
red
but
flag
If
itself.
you're in this situation, this is what you would do. You would do the same thing.
No, I'm
Right.
not.
I'm just saying you will land her
You know,
a
if
hot
I'm
slap.
if we are having a heated argument, I would rather walk away. Most times I walk away. I would never raise my hands on you.
Waiting.
No,
Slap
I
place
don't
that
want
you-
to have
Okay,
squad
okay,
that
so
I
what
can walk
happened
away.
is-
So that
When he slapped you, why didn't he just walk away instead of canceling the
I am
wedding?
walking away and picking my phone and calling
You
them
told
and
him
canceling
to
the
walk
wedding.
away from verbal abuse, but you don't want to walk away from physical abuse.
No,
You just walk
I will
and
run
then come
away.
back when you're
I will
settled.
fly away
Let
from
everybody
physical
learn to
abuse.
do this walking away that
I
we're
will
talking about.
fly away from
You're
physical
verbally abusing me.
Okay.
And you're telling me, oh, just walk away and get some air. I slapped you, physically abusing you. Walk away and get some air too.
No,
Oh,
I will walk
that's your
away
own
and I will run
interpretation.
away from you
know there's
because you will keep.
You guys are not being fair in your judgments.
we part of
You're not being fair in your judgment. What is
See.
good is for the goose is good for the gander. So
Not
that's
for
the thing.
slap, oh, not
So if
for
I can
slap.
walk away
You
from
should
your
always
verbal abuse,
slap me
then
first
you should be
time.
able to walk away from my physical
that
abuse.
you have to
Get
see them
some
physically
air and then come back.
No,
See, any
I will not
man-
take that. I beg.
Any man or anyone that abuses you both verbally, physically, emotional, out me, just walk away. For your mental health, for your business.
Walk away and get some
away.
air.
Just to get
And
some
then we're
air, oh,
continuing
my
with this
sister, leave.
wedding that has already been paid.
No, I will not do it.
We should get this point straight.
Yeah.
Do you know why the case of divorce is rising every day in Nigeria?
Why is it
Like
rising?
all over the world, because we condone so much in our relationship that we cannot tolerate in the
What
marriage.
do you mean you
And-
condone so much?
And the fact
And
that
that's
you
the
feel like
because
you can
every single
change
time
the
you say you
person.
condone,
The fact
you
you
have
feel
to-
like you
you
can
have to
change
do
your
the
partner in
context
marriage you
about
will
this
see the
condoning
signs.
thing, because most times you guys you're not being fair, really.
You're
You're
a
not
red
being
flag.
fair.
Oh.
Because
You're a walking red
Because the
flag.
fact that-
Ladies, avoid this
you're not
man.
being fair. Because but I mean
The fact that you want to get married, you should not also just get married to just a rubbish
A
person.
rubbish person.
rubbish
You-
person.
yes.
Because if you get to love,
You understand that
How will you
this
bring your
relationship might
hand
have
on
been
me?
going on for the past 5-6
I
years.
don't care.
who cares?
And all
Okay,
this
wait.
why he didn't know I was rubbish until I paid for that wedding. Come
See,
on.
No.
This is the height of injustice.
The thing about this big, the things you've put into the planning of the wedding,
You guys talk about the financing that put into the wedding.
I'll go wait till they happen.
Not be
Marry your money, kí ló ṣe?
that kind of thing.
Ah.
See, let me tell you.
You refund my money.
Do you know some
What
people?
is this?
Sometimes some people will be like, okay, let me tolerate this. Okay, you got to a point, like few days or few weeks to your wedding. Things will just be coming into your head, emotions. Then you start asking yourself, am I really sure I want to spend the rest of my life
You know,
with this
even
person?
when you're saying
This person is
at the
abusing
altar, when you're about to say I do, you still keep asking yourself the first
Yes.
shot. Am I ready for this?
Am I ready? Can I
Feel like take all of
I think
because
if
there's
you-
something my mommy used to tell me. She's like, if you're seeing what you're seeing in relationship, you will see times 10 of it in marriage.
more than
So if a man is abusing you in any way in a relationship, when you guys get married, he will do. Oh God, the person will not he will not abuse
You know
you.
what I
You
think?
will lose your senses. You will go mad.
health.
You
You
will
know
lose
what I
yourself.
think?
The fact that in marriage,
You know what I think?
Okay, what do you think?
I think that man just dodged the bullet.
A bullet.
Which bullet?
That man just dodged a bullet.
Where's the bullet coming
Because
from?
for such a woman, because of one slap, for you to cancel that entire wedding, she must be very selfish.
That's why I said sister knows is proud of her.
You
keep clapping
to
for
raise
her.
the figure and
Yes.
slap her. Brother will
Proud
be proud
care.
of you.
For you to, how could you do that?
What?
That's very selfish. Because every single time your concentration is on the slap. Okay, imagine you're correcting your child, right?
Okay.
Because you just gave him, in correction, a stroke of the cane. That child just walked away from you and like you are an abusive parent, or call the police on you if you're in a developed society.
That is what works for you.
You understand what I'm saying?
That is what works for you.
Call the police
grew up
on
in a
you.
home where my parents for one day they never raised the thing out.
Oh,
If you
you
raise
love
your hand
yourself.
on me,
See, it's
Ah.
about
if you
it.
try
Self-love is very paramount. So if I look
Don't
like
forget.
myself today, I said that on
Spare the rod and spoil the child.
yes.
That's
Okay.
in your Bible.
Do I look
Yes.
like a sports child to you?
Spare the rod.
But they did not
It's not
physically
saying
abuse
spoils child.
me.
It's actually sparing the rod that spoils the child.
okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Okay.
So you're saying you want to correct me as a man.
It is not just about the rods, right?
We cannot
The
talk about
context
it.
is the correction.
Yes, I get it.
So that's why I said
the
everything
correction
has to be
here
put
is-
in
wait,
context so that we can be able to.
Okay, my question is, why didn't you correct her in love before
That's
to that
part
point?
of the love. You need to shut.
Beating is part of love.
It's just a slap.
Correct her is because I love her.
It was just a slap.
You are a red flag.
And that was just
we
a
correct
shut
you
Very
up.
sad.
I pray you accept what you're
And I
dishing
pray you
out.
meet a woman that also corrects you like that.
Accept
No,
what
hold
you're
on.
dishing out right now
But
because
this
you
is not
can't
too deep.
Let me know it's so.
Hold on, that slap was not too deep.
It was deep.
It wasn't too deep.
It was
Even
deep.
if it's shallow, I will not stand it.
No, even if you just ran
wait
stand,
for it.
it is deep. It has gone deeper than deeper now.
So hold on. Do you
Please,
know
I'm
what
sorry.
our parents withstood in marriage for them to have like a last long in marriage?
That is why I love
not
this
the reason why
generation. They are not
marriage-
taking it
marriages don't
I don't
take
know what our parents
to went through. They are setting it on web beats. I love this generation.
That's why
Please
we are not
settle
stand up.
for
We
rubbish.
run out.
We
run our
trust
mouth
them.
and
Keep you one side. They
define the love you have for yourself.
If you cannot do it, another man will
fact that, please,
If she leaves that marriage, she will still see another man.
She will see another man.
Yes.
If she leaves the marriage, she will see another man.
Yes.
Wait,
that we
wait.
love.
Have she done a what's it called, a census of all the women on the streets trying to look for that another man that they are talking about?
Now it's because you just want to settle and just have something.
If you want to settle
Just
for what
just
if you
like
want
that.
to settle for a Dracula, if you want to settle for one thing I don't know, you are free. Sorry, I'll turn you to a potchy
But
bag.
the Dracula can be a spec.
Respect.
Okay, your
You want
spec.
a
Dracula can be a spec.
Dracula can never
Something
something
see the Dracula. A man with action that can protect them in the marriage. Do you want a bolo? Do you want a man that cannot do anything?
What's a female Dracula?
Okay. Do you want Draculina?
Yes.
Dracula-
Did you go get there in this society?
How did we
For
get
the fact
here?
that you tell me you love me, and you see, love is not just about the words; it's about the action.
Reaction.
I need to see it. I need to feel it that you actually love me. And
By allowing you to be unruly and rude.
I'm sexy. Do you know how I feel when my man is correcting me? And
see,
speculation like this.
I need to understand that if this man doesn't take an abruptive step in correcting her, she's going to continue this in marriage and say, only go to jail.
Correct people.
This is an abrupt one.
See, let me say
This is the petition that needs to come immediately.
yeah, by pulling off the words.
See, let me tell you something you don't know.
Tell me what I do.
There are ways sweet men correct their woman.
It's always romantic.
It's always you say you
It doesn't end well. It doesn't end well for those men.
It's a lie. It's a lie.
Go and make
a
a research.
You're not that kind of man.
never
You're
ends
not
well
that kind
for
of
those
man.
men.
You're not that
I'm
kind
telling
of
you.
man.
a red flag, a walking red flag. That is
You're not that kind of man.
Man.
And if you like,
So listen, viewers. See, first of all, this is not the end of the show. We're going to take a quick break now. I don't know what you think, but you must have to go to the comment section on Lyte Africa Television on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok right now, and tell us exactly what you think. This heat, I'm not going to face it alone. You have to come in and tell us exactly what it is, because right now this studio is on fire. Okay, let's take a quick break and then we'll be right back. You are welcome back to the Uncanny Review podcast on Lyte Africa Television. Remember to always join us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Lyte Africa TV. So you can go there, put in your comments, tell us exactly what you think, you know, and let us roll. This time around, we're going to go dive into, segue into another conversation. And this conversation is asking how far is the opinion of a man in how a woman gives birth. And this conversation actually centered around the story that went viral, became a sensation on the internet, especially on X. That's where we saw it, where a man asked the wife not to go through C-section, even though the woman was finding it very difficult to have the baby naturally. And the woman ignored the husband's instruction and went ahead to have a C-section. Guess what happened? The man ended the marriage. Ladies,
Yes.
over the
it's like
Leave that man. Yes.
Yeah.
Leave.
I love this.
That. See, one thing I know is you have no right. As long as you're not carrying the child, you don't have any right.
this man
to
paid
say-
your bride
I
price.
don't know.
let me say
This
something.
is my life. You have no right to tell me how to deliver a baby. As long as you're not carrying the child, do you know the complications that come with it?
But she could be making the wrong decision.
I need you to
understand something. Human is trying to protect his ego here.
Yes.
Ego. What do you think?
It's the middle of the hour. And the fact that you want your wife to be obedient to
He's a very stupid person.
you can exercise your
let's
right
look at
in
it.
that area.
You
You know what it takes to bet a life.
what does it take to bet?
It is
It takes to bet a life.
She could have lost her life.
Okay, let me 9 months of pain, of
Yeah.
endurance, of love, of
Body
selflessness
changes and everything.
and you want me to give it all just because of the
It's
fact
not
that
a gift.
don't
This
want-
is not.
you don't
it's
want
not
me to
rocket
give
science,
back-
right?
What are
It's
you
something
saying?
that is already being done.
What are you
I
saying?
feel like
See,
it's
Do
just
you
the
know
mentality
the
of
rate of birth? Is it birth mutilation or something? Do you know how the rate is increasing?
Mortality, yeah,
Thank you.
mortality very
Do
often.
you know that? Do you know that? For
But
a
doesn't mean
doctor-
yours will end.
Hold
like
on,
that.
let me finish. For a doctor to tell you to propose a CS section, just know that there's already complication.
yeah.
It's not that it's not the one doesn't have energy to push anymore. They are just trying to save these two people's life. They want to save the mother and the child.
Yes.
And you're
That's
saying,
mother.
my mother gave birth manually. You are a very stupid man.
Well, you know the fact that
See,
we
But do you understand that? Do you understand that she could be making that decision based on her emotions?
It is a
Like probably
choice.
is the faith.
It's
or whatever
choice.
else that
in,
is.
in,
It
in
is
your
a choice.
room.
You know, you are not
one
the
enjoying
child.
the
You're
pain.
getting the
Do you know
child.
that most times when they propose C-section when they feel like they can't handle the case,
Yes.
and in order not to lose the child and the mother, they would tell you to sign a 50-50
Exactly, because-
document to like make her to deliver that baby.
Yeah.
And it's when you now deliver the baby, you now know that as a woman, irrespective of the pain that comes with the C-section, you just love yourself. You just want because
The pain, everything.
But it could have taken just one more push.
One more push that lead to death. Exactly. That could have taken her
Push
life.
that could lead to the death of the baby also. No, now.
But do women die just because they push?
Yes, it is not easy.
I understand.
It is not
It's not. It's not. Maybe
You should be a woman for a day.
complications.
Carry that
Baby.
Be
a woman
and
for
push
a
that
day
baby
and get into
But
the
the
labor room.
complications might stem from something different.
What?
Other than just pushing?
No.
You understand? There could
No,
be
no, no.
something else.
The
Probably some
complication
medical
most times might be
situation.
because of the maybe the way the baby sees coming.
See,
You know, we have so many ways that babies sit.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it depends on the way the baby is coming. If the baby is coming through the
Maybe in the
the head,
The head.
the head is like the normal one.
The normal.
Then if it's through the I think the bottom,
Some people come with their hands or their head.
their legs and
Some
you know,
cases they
different
have
positions.
some experienced doctors on me. They'll have to like look for a way to position
it.
the baby again.
in her stomach, that's before the C-section. No. And sometimes if the doctor should do that and they see like she's still not responding and the baby's not forthcoming, they can now propose a C-section.
I want to ask
you know there's a rate to which a woman can push in.
Yes, they have
You should
limits.
not exhaust all your 100% strength because if you do, it could lead to death.
She could die.
Haven't there been a situation where a woman went in, had this C-section thing, and then came out and regretted that if she had known, she would have just pushed?
And she,
But at least she saved her life.
no. That kind of thing is like
It's not a saving of life. For her to even regret that if she had known, she would have just pushed.
let me tell you
It
something.
means she had the opportunity, she just didn't take it.
My mom usually says something that as a woman, it is when you get to labor room, you know that you understand the difference
Yes.
between life and
And death.
like
pain.
when they say that the
Ah.
it's just a tiny line that is between life and death. That it is when you get into labor room that you understand.
But there is this.
Some men cannot withstand their wives in labor room.
Let's take
You
period
will
for
see
example.
them crying like this.
There
And,
there are ladies that have excruciating pain during their period, and they say that period pain is 1%.
it's not
Labor is
you can't
terrible.
even amount it to what you enjoy in
Okay,
labor room.
so I know that there are some medical you understand assistants right now that help women push easily.
Yeah, like surrogate.
That it uses them. No, that help the women push. Yeah.
Yes, even that one said is you still feel the pain, but it's not compared to the full labor.
So
It's
that's an
that.
option instead of going C-section. So how are we blaming this man now?
How
How are we blaming this man for ending this
You know
month?
that-
Are we trying to blame the woman here?
Let me correct something.
For
Let
me,
me correct
I
some-
thought-
let me
I
correct
thought-
something.
Okay.
Epidural is different from C-section. Before you can even have epidural, you could it's a plan.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have to plan ahead with your doctor because you cannot have your labor. It has to get to a particular point where you get that epidural, but if not, you have to go through CS section or a normal delivery. It has.
I think sometimes
it is timing.
I think
from the situation, I think this woman already decided from the beginning of the pregnancy that she's going to take it.
Section is
If the pregnancy comes with complications already, like from the first trimester, you can actually tell. That's why you go for antenatal to
you
just know
speak to your doctors
the
and
condition
all.
of your.
But me, I still
So if
stand
you
that.
don't get to understand better, like to understand early, then you have to face like you have to endure whichever pain.
Yeah.
So, but I believe that she has to honor her husband.
Yeah, and
At the detriment of my life.
Not at the detriment of her life. She rushed into what
She did not rush.
she had a conclusion. You know, this is a rushed conclusion. Do you understand?
You are trying to say
That Kennedy,
you're trying to say two lives.
You are saying two different.
Two lives you cannot create. Oh,
No.
no.
But nobody was going to die. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Okay, let's say it ended in death.
After she's tried to do all those pushing and started bleeding, and before you know she passed, what would you do? Will the man be able to take care of the child? Did you see that news of a man where that the woman left the baby for the man to take care of? The man was now coming online begging, hey,
Please come and help me.
What do you want to do?
you cannot decide on how you
It's a role. When you come into a marriage, there are roles to play.
There
are roles to play.
As a woman,
as a man, your wife and your child's life
You
comes
see?
first.
Now,
So what you could have been doing is they should do whatever it takes to save their life.
Okay, now with this instance that you gave about the woman who gave the child to the husband and the husband is clueless about what to do.
So the wife
You
woman
understand?
died.
Okay, the wife died.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, and the
Like
man
the
is
child,
somehow
yes.
clueless about what to do with the
Yes,
child.
yes.
All right. So no problem, because now we're laughing at the man, right? Because
We're not laughing at him.
this
Actually.
is not his role, okay? But he's stepping into a shoe that is not his. Now, giving birth naturally, pushing that baby out is the woman's priority, is her role, is her job. So you cannot come when it's your job to do your own responsibility, and then you're claiming that you're clueless. You're looking for an easy way out.
It's not her role. It is my role. But
You're looking for an easy way out.
take the baby inside of me. It is now my role.
If I put the baby inside of you, are you not the one who will push the baby
So
out?
I'm pushing the baby out.
Wait, this is to have a child or not?
Exactly.
I'm having the child.
And
I'll tell you how to have the child.
This section,
So if you understand what
normal
it
birth,
means to
whatever it is, giving birth is giving birth.
Yeah, giving birth is giving birth.
Do you know?
But we can
That's
decide
what
how we give this
pregnancy
birth.
is.
For instance, like we're going to the
Woman has to
UK
decide.
and I decide that we should take the road instead of taking the flight.
How will you? Oh God.
Or how will I take the road? You see, I don't get to decide how we go. Going to UK is going to UK. Whether you take the flight or you ride a bicycle
stay in
or you take a
Nigeria.
napep or you walk through the desert. Going to
like
UK is going to UK. That's the thing.
That's still part of planning, right?
Yeah.
But
That's
it's
the part they
a
say.
situation you did not plan for it.
You did not plan.
Don't tell me you did not plan for it.
It's
There are
unexpected.
something called contingency plans, right?
It's
So
unexpected.
what? Yes, exactly. When it happens, like, okay, so what exactly is the situation? Oh, I'm tired. I don't have any stress to push.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me give you an instance. Let me give you an instance now. You are outside the hospital, like in the hospital. You are outside the labor room, and a doctor walks out and said, "Oh, sir, this is what is going on. We have to do your wife is requesting for a C-section because of this. We just need you to sign this." What would you say? I'm not signing it. You did
They'll
wait.
call our family member to come and sign.
Yeah, because why should I sign it?
Because you have to sign. You are her husband. They need consent.
They need your consent.
It's consent.
No, not to kill her. To
To
save
have
her
to
life.
save her life and the child's life.
So it depends on what the husband is seeing. Sometimes this hospital might not be completely qualified to have this. You understand this whole.
That's why it's good
You
to
understand what I'm
have like
saying?
a standard.
So and the husband might have that foresight, knowing that
What for?
I don't trust
Which
this
foresight?
like,
What
to do this surgery.
we deliver in the hospital they use for the antenatal. So you will have to like to know the hospital you choose.
Through CS, they deliver through CS.
No, there's vaginal birth, there's CS.
Think CS is easy. Do you know how many layers?
Vaginal birth.
Thank you.
Do you know how many layers?
So CS is not easy. Then you want me to just give a consent for
It
you to just go and do
is
something that's
safest
very
to use at that time. This is the safest procedure.
Vaginal birth has more complications
Complications.
compared to CS.
You know the
Yes, it does.
from
There's a sad story about Cute Abiola that he documented his wife CS section,
Yeah.
like the birth documentary. And while I was watching a particular program, I was made to understand that he was praying Like they got to know about the baby's the wife's condition early. Someone that had gone on undergo she went through I think 3 surgeries before that C-section. Yes.
Wow.
I think is it in the space of a year or 2 years, if I'm not mistaken, please.
That's
Then
just-
she got pregnant and she needed to have the baby, and they already knew that it was going to be a C-section,
C-section.
and they started planning ahead. And he was crying.
You
He was
understand?
pleading. He released that documentary when she put to bed. And it said that it's like a testament of what God has done for them.
Yes.
How their life has been, the last few days of before she gave birth. And as a man,
But
you
but
will
already said-
understand what it takes to birth a child.
I see. I
If you are a
completely.
good man, like a good husband,
I'm
we
not a wicked
understand.
man.
For some
Yes,
that
we
Just
understand
saying.
what. See,
for some that was being a good man.
Hey.
someone like Kennedy.
Yo, hold on.
Ladies,
This whole the
hold
young guys
on.
are jumping. See, don't make decisions emotionally.
It's not being a
When you make decisions emotionally, rash decisions, it could even put your own life in danger.
So you're trying to tell me
Now you're telling me that
my life.
see, everyone who could assist a woman to give birth naturally, can they all assist a woman with a CS? Can they all perform CS?
see, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
This is not something that this is being any this is like just science. You understand?
If you're going to
A lot of people are qualified to have natural birth, but how many people are qualified?
A standby doctor for every case. There is always a doctor.
Yeah.
You cannot go to the hospital if you're not. You have to be qualified.
if you know
so
you
there
don't
should
have
be a
the
doctor
financial
there, and it's the doctor that will be tell you.
We're not even talking about the finances here. But then finances is also a thing. But we're not talking about the finances here. We're talking about how we want things to be done in the family.
Okay, you
If the
like
doctor
that
says
now,
it is a system,
And then we're talking about the
C-section
wisdom of the man.
of the
he's
man to
qualified.
foresee the wife that
he is
What
qualified.
some
Labor
men
room.
can see sitting down here. If you like, climb the rocketeer as the wife.
they did not say men, no, they said elders.
They are a blind man.
That's not men.
If you like, climb the rocketeer as the
That's
wife.
what
You
it
cannot
is.
see.
Your wife instinct. That's what they tell us.
The life of your
You
wife,
know the
and
life of your wife
one child. You are a terrible person.
Guys,
Is
See,
actually
I have like, it's so hot here. I don't know if you guys are seeing what is happening. I don't know. What do you think? What are your opinions?
it means
Yeah.
that men is even making it.
What are your opinions? Because I mean, like, these ladies are not getting it. They are not get. I know you guys
don't
get
want
it
to
right.
get it.
Are you getting it
You're
at
not
all?
getting it
Are
at
you
all.
getting it at all? You're not getting it because if you
Our
get
life
it,
matters.
you will know what it takes to
Go
better
ahead.
life. Like
I remember
we are
a saying
crazy.
that said, "Wisdom is profitable to direct,"
Very.
and I understand that a lot of people haven't caught up with the wisdom yet.
And the man in that
But-
situation lacks wisdom.
It's unwise.
He
The
lacks.
man lacks wisdom.
Like,
He lacks wisdom.
All right,
and you should inquire of God that gives liberally.
Like-
all right, guys.
And I will
With
tell,
this,
and I will tell the woman, even if that man come back tomorrow beg, she should never go back to that.
Never.
situation.
noted.
Because it shows
Never.
how greedy
Noted.
and how careless
He
how
dodged. He
careless
just
he
dodged the
is. He
bullet.
doesn't care about
He just
about
dodged
his
the
wife.
bullet.
And if you should
Go and look for something like
The man just
if
dodged the
feel
bullet.
by the man, we just say that please, if I thought anything, please just save my
Save
wife.
my wife.
Save my wife. Save my wife. In a stand of situation, the man care less about the wife, about the child, even about himself. Because if you care about yourself, you know that child is your child.
All right, that's good. With this, we have come to the end of our show. I want to thank you all for joining us. Thank you all for listening and engaging with us. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Really, you enjoyed the conversation, right? Okay, so you can go ahead and engage us on Lyte Africa TV, right? On our YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Just tell us what you think. Tell us what your opinion is. Type it in right there, and then we can continue this conversation online. Now you can follow me at Kayon Kennedy on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. You can also follow my co-host
That's Misola on hygiene.
on That Misola on IG, and then Imelda
Cosmos on all platforms.
Cosmos on all platforms. I want to thank you all for joining us today. Now we have come to the end of our show. My name is Karen Kennedy, and until next episode, I'd like to say gracias and adios.
Bye.